Now, let's get to your opinions for 2025 in Indian cinema. So, I did put the question out there on my Insta stories. If you don't see them and for future episodes, make sure to follow my Insta page at Indian Cinema Junkie to take part in this segment for the show. And I asked the question, what would you like to see from Indian cinema in 2025? And here's your responses. So, starting off with a big one, actually. Now, this person has said SRK as a villain. Wow, that's actually quite a big one when you think about it. I mean, when is the last time we've seen SRK as a villain? Was it in Dur back in the 90s, right? I mean, he's done Dur, he's done Bazigar, but what would it be like to see Shah Rukh Khan come back into this negative role? You know, I mean, I don't think we're getting a film from him in 2025. Yes, I know he's doing King alongside his daughter, but I don't think there's been no confirmation for when that film's coming out. I mean, we have seen Thalapathy Vijay play a negative role against himself in the film Goat, which released in 2024. So why can't other actors like Shah Rukh Khan do the same thing, you know? And I mean, would you like to see Shah Rukh Khan play a negative role? The next one is Veera Dera Suran. So yes, this film is scheduled, I believe, to come out in January. And this film will star Vikram and S.J. Surya. Moving over to the third one, Love Insurance Company, Chapter 0, SK23, SK25, if it's a 2025 release. And finally, the same person has also wrote Dalapati 69, Surya 44, Coolie, Fug Life, Vidya Merch. Yes, I mean, Dalapati 69 is going to be a big one. Surya 44, actually, it's a comeback we haven't actually talked about yet. So hopefully he gets a comeback after the box office failure of Kangovar. Now, I enjoyed that film personally, you know. I thought it was a really good film, and if you haven't watched it, watch it. But there was a lot of negativity around that film. I would say maybe people didn't like it, and that's absolutely fine. But I kind of feel sorry for him, so hopefully Surya 44 is his big comeback film. And yes, Coolie's there, calm, you know, it's going to be this big project with Lokesh. The next one we have is more rom-coms and variety of actors being cast. Now, more rom-coms, hey? Do we need that in Indian cinema? I mean, in 2024, we had, you know, Pushpa, we had Kalki, we had Stree, we kind of had a few, we had Devara, Ganguva, so they're quite big, you know, like action films. And I think with some of, like, with quite a few of them, right, they're leading to another part. So maybe if we got some standalone rom-com films, that would kind of be, you know, a breath of fresh air. We did have a rom-com back in 24, which was Dor Dopia, which was a nice and simple film. So maybe if we had, you know, one or two of those back, you know, maybe it could work. And with the variety of actors being cast now, I think, yes, it's good, Obviously, you want that whole diversity factor. I mean, you can't have the same, you know, 10 so-called pan-India or big stars doing all the films, you know. I mean, it's good to give other actors a chance, but at the same time, I feel like it's more of a gamble if you're going to rely on a new star, you know, to kind of, yes, box office, especially to me, I feel like, is an important factor of Indian cinema, no doubt about it. So you're giving this new star a big risk. Maybe it will pay off, maybe it wouldn't. I mean, Ajay Devgan's nephew, correct me if I'm not wrong, is coming out with a film, Azad. So let's see if he could actually be one of those new stars, which could do well. And the last one, more multi-stars like Coolie and Fug Life, less cringe dramas like Pig Shows 2. But this guy I meant Pushpa 2. So yes, I mean Pushpa 2, it was alright, but you know, at the same time, it could have been better and so on. See, the whole thing with multi-stars is it does attract a bigger audience. Like, look at Coolie. You know how many different regions of India that film is going to attract, especially the fact that Aamir Khan is, you know, set to appear in this film. This film should actually take a lot of money in the box office. Like, if it doesn't, then what's happened? Like, is the film bad or whatever? But time will only tell once the film's out. Also, another multi-star film that I mentioned earlier, Water, you know, it's got a big cast. So it's good to see that these collaborations are coming in now, you know. The fact that Indian cinema is kind of getting a bit more unity in terms of different actors working in different parts of Indian cinema, which is a good thing, right? I mean, it's called Indian cinema, and yes, you do have different industries within Indian cinema. Yes, that's fine, you know, but collectively, it's Indian cinema, right? So yes, of course, do more collabs like this, and I'm sure it's going to open a lot more, you know, eyes to each film.